What's up, guys? All right, injuries for today. Brindle, hamstring, will not practice. D. Winters, knee, will not practice. Alfred Collins, shoulder, no practice. Tour, knee, hamstring, won't practice. Ricky Purcell, knee, won't practice. Bryce Huff, hamstring, won't practice. Purdy, toe, limited. Barch, ankle, limited. Samo, ankle, limited. Jordan Elliott, ankle, limited. Go ahead.
Will Purdy get any first team reps today?
He'll get some reps. I don't know which team, but he'll get some reps today.
Did you not place Ricky Pearsall, Rose Matos, Brock Purdy on IR because of numbers and because you thought they'd be back earlier?
Yeah, because all of them are kind of week to week. So hoping that it could be faster.
What did you all like about Keon White, and how do you envision his fit on the line?
We need D linemen with all our guys injured. Also, regardless, he would help to any team. I thought he was a problem when we played against him last year. Really liked what he does on film too. He can play D end and he can rush inside, so versatile guy.
What strides have you seen Michael Williams make this year?
I think Michael's just playing a lot of football. He's doing stuff outside. He's doing stuff inside. I would love for us to be able to take some plays off of him. But we tried too hard last week with all those guys going down. I think he still ended up getting 40. But just going through this league and all the experience he's doing and fighting through some injuries and fighting through a lot of playing time, I think he's growing a lot.
Well, you're kind of coming off of a tough week offensively, but going into the New York Giants, they're like the third worst when it comes to defending the run. How are you guys kind of preparing up against that defense, and do you think or expect this to be a better week in the run game for CMC and for you guys on the offense?
We'll see what happens on Sunday. We're preparing like we always do. And I know they gave up like 275 last week, which will skew anything pretty bad. I think they gave up 75 to the same team 2 weeks before that in rushing. They generated a bunch of big ones. I think they got an 80-yarder, 60-yarder. But obviously, if guys get out of a gaps and we got a chance to make them pay, we'd love to get those big ones. But challenging the hell out of our guys to run the ball. Got opportunity every week to do it, and hopefully we can do it better this week.
Is Barch a possibility to play this week, or do you think you might need a week or two?
We'll see how he practices. We'll decide that when he goes, but the fact that he can get out there, it's definitely a possibility. I think it's been 6 weeks with an ankle, and so we'll see how he looks on the field today.
He's hasn't been able to really get rolling ever because he keeps getting hurt. Has he shown frustration with that, or do you like the way you see he works?
Oh, yeah, I love how Barch works. He works real hard. He's had some real unfortunate deals with injuries, and all of them have been real serious ones. They don't just happen on air. He's been rolled up a couple times, some real bad ones that looks like he's gone for the year, and unfortunately it's ended up only being an ankle, and last year he had a bad one, right? I think it was like our third play into him starting after his second game after Buffalo and lost him for the year, getting rolled up on then too. So he's had some bad luck, so he's close to getting right though, and hopefully he'll have better luck when he gets back out there.
What can you expect from Cleve Farrell?
We'll see at practice, but I love the chance to get Cleve back. A guy like that being available. We'll see him out there today when we go, but we'd love to have Cleve here back in 23, and glad he got back here last night.
You mentioned with Michael wishing you could take some reps off him. With the rookie class as a whole, a lot of those guys have obviously been forced into playing more than maybe you'd like to. How do you think they've held up so far, and how do you kind of make sure that they're continuing to ascend instead of hitting?
I think they've kind of exceeded expectations, to tell you the truth. We knew we were going to throw them out there a lot, but we thought we'd have more other guys to help bring them along. Just losing some of those guys has been tough. I think Michael's hardest thing is he missed training camp too with an injury. So for him to battle throughout this whole year and miss a training camp has been real impressive. Guys like Alfred got the whole training camp, so I think he was a little bit more prepared going into the season because he wasn't hurt all the training camp. But it's been awesome for those guys to battle each week and be able to show up and play because it'd be really hard without him.
Why did Martin Siegel fall out of the safety rotation last week? Is there a chance he could get back into it? What are you seeing from him?
It was just because Mustafa, we went 20 plays first game, 40 plays second game, and then we thought he could start the third game. So that was just about Mustafa.
How have those rookies bonded together with a draft class that big? Does it help that there's more of them, figuring out some of the same things?
I don't know. You could ask them that. I think each group's different. I don't hang out with them too much outside of here. But we've loved the class. They all got real good energy. They're all pretty similar in terms of just how they work and everything. They've had real similar traits in that way, like personality-wise. So seems like a close class, but that's stuff you usually see over the course of a couple of years.
Now this is on the defensive side of the ball. What did you guys like about Keon to bring him here?
What I just told him. Go ahead.
Kyle, obviously you didn't mention Trent among the injured, but you know there were a couple times Sunday he was really slow to get off the field, got it rolled up a little. I mean, is he dealing with anything more than bumps and bruises at this point in the year?
Yeah, no, he's sorry, there's a lot on here. Trying to find Trent. Is Trent not on here? No, he just got a vet day.
Are you seeing some of the same things of Juwan that you've always seen in terms of blocking downfield? In other words, he compromised enough physically that he's still not all the way there.
Juwan's been really hurt all year. So I think he's getting better. I think last week was a step in the right direction, but hopefully he'll be better this week. But Juwan's been compromising a lot of things.
When you guys put Andre Dillard on IR back in the summer, was that due to the ankle? And obviously that's better now. Where is he in sort of the scheme of things medically?
He's healthy. Yeah, so we've been waiting for him to get healthy, and I feel like he's been that way. We've heard for a couple weeks, did good in the workout, so we'll see him out of practice today. But he looked healthy in the workout and checked out with our doctors, so now we're excited to get him back in football.
Is he a swing tackle type of guy? Could he play on either side?
I hope so. Anyone who's after our starting two tackles needs to be able to play on both sides regardless. So everyone has a preference, but you got to be able to go to all the spots just like all the backup guards. You got to be able to go everywhere. There's only so many people you get out.
Juwan requested a trade before the season. Is there a possibility he could get traded before the deadline, or is that off the table?
I'd be very surprised if Juwan wasn't on our team throughout this year.
What challenges do the three edges for New York present, and how do they maybe compare or contrast to what you guys saw last week in Houston?
Similar in the fact they have an elite defensive line, as good as there is, just from the 5 rushers that they get on the field at the same time, and the depth they have behind them. They got some, young rookie who plays well, who's hasn't been active for all the games just because of how good they are. But they're starters, rookies, they're veterans. Lawrence has been there forever, so as good as it gets from a pass rush standpoint.
Did you guys like Jackson Dart during the draft process, and have they done a good job in sort of doing some of the things he did in Mississippi with Lane that he's doing now?
Yeah, I've watched more of him in his NFL film than college film. I've been real impressed with him. They're mixing a lot of RPOs and stuff, which I think is really good for him. And he's got a good feel for him. And he's been real impressive watching the tape. He's got a very good knack for off-schedule plays, attacking while scrambling. You drop any of your players in coverage, he finds them. His vision is pretty elite when it comes to seeing holes in the defense when he gets outside that pocket. And just watching him even play in the pocket, too. He knows how to play quarterback, and he's been extremely impressive so far.
On day 2 of the draft, did you guys consider or have conversations in your war room at all about possibly drafting Scadaboo? And what did you think of him when you saw him on film at ASU?
Yes, we did, and we loved him. He was awesome.
What do you hope to see, or what do you need to see from Brock this week to make a decision to feel confident that he's ready to go?
That he feels confident he's ready to go based off how his toe feels. He's going to look that way most likely getting out there. He's not going to. He gets out there and he's hobbling around and stuff, he won't be out there. So he's got to go out there and go through the practices and stuff and really let us know how good he feels, because it's hard to know what's going on with the toe, and they're really iffy things. And something, last time we felt like he was feeling pretty good, looked pretty good in practice. And then in the game, one hit and set him back 5 or 6 weeks, whatever this has been, 4 weeks. So it's kind of a sensitive situation, and hopefully getting some reps in practice and stuff will give him that confidence that it's better than it was last time.
So he'll essentially tell you by the end of the week whether he feels well enough to play?
I didn't give him a deadline. It's not as black and white as you guys want it to be. You guys good?
Thank you.
All right.